Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by emerald forests, lived a kind and humble girl named Elara. She had little, but always shared what she had with those in need. Every morning, she would walk through the woods, singing to the birds and tending to injured animals. One day, while gathering berries, Elara found a magnificent golden feather glistening in the sunlight. As she picked it up, a soft voice whispered in the wind, "A heart as kind as yours shall be rewarded." Curious, she carried the feather home. That night, as she placed it on her windowsill, a magical thing happened. Wherever its golden glow touched, broken things mended, wilted flowers bloomed, and even an old, empty breadbasket filled with fresh loaves. Elara gasped in wonder. "This feather holds magic," she whispered. She decided to use the feather to help her village. She touched the sick with it, and they were healed. She waved it over dry fields, and crops flourished. Soon, her village became a place of abundance. But word of the golden feather spread beyond the village, reaching the ears of the greedy King Aldric. Envious of its power, he sent his soldiers to seize it. One evening, as Elara walked through the fields, the king's guards surrounded her. "The king demands the golden feather," they declared. Elara clutched it tightly. "This feather is meant for kindness, not greed." The soldiers ignored her pleas and snatched the feather from her hand. They carried it to the palace. King Aldric eagerly waved it over his treasure chest. But nothing happened. He tried to turn stones into gold, but still, the feather remained dull and lifeless. Furious, he ordered, "Find the girl and bring her here at once." Elara was brought before the king. He thrust the feather at her. "Why does it not work?" he bellowed. Elara, though afraid, met his gaze calmly. "The feather's magic is not in gold or power. It is in kindness." The king scoffed. "Nonsense! Make it work, or you will never leave this palace." With a sigh, Elara gently took the feather and whispered a wish, not for herself, but for the king's heart to know kindness. At once, the feather glowed brightly, and a warmth filled the air. The king gasped as memories of his childhood, when he had been happy and generous, flooded his mind. Tears welled in his eyes. "I have been blind," he murmured. "Wealth is nothing without kindness." From that day on, King Aldric changed. He shared his riches, helped the poor, and ruled with a just heart. As for Elara, she continued using the feather to help those in need, but now, with a king who had finally learned the true magic of kindness. And so, the village, the kingdom, and Elara lived happily ever after.